Do you plan on being a part of this child's life?
No, ma'am. I do not.
Okay, so you.
Hey y'all, so I came to get my unsolicited advice on this video that I stitched. The reason why I stitched this video is because I keep hearing this conversation, and it's such a redundant conversation. If it ain't, oh well girl, it ain't work out with y'all, so you need to get an abortion. Oh, he ain't acting right, you need to get an abortion. Oh well, she got pregnant, so and he said he didn't want the baby, so she shouldn't have had the baby, or y'all kept the baby, blah blah blah. The judge is asking these people questions about their child. She asked the daddy specifically, do he want to have any parts of his child? He told the judge no, because I didn't want a baby. The first comment said, well, these judges need to stop trying to force people and make people feel bad about not being in the child life. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. Because for number one, when you lay down with somebody, you're accepting whatever come with it. Don't nobody want no STD, but guess what? If you out here having sex all willy-nilly and you're not wrapping it up, or even if you're wrapping it up, you know what potentially come with it. More than a baby could come out of a situation. Your life could come out of a situation. I was talking to my boyfriend earlier today, right? And I know that we have a lot of these conversations where people be like, oh, somebody so-and-so, this age, that age, they ain't got no kids. Something must be wrong with them. My boyfriend is 40 years old. 40. He ain't got no kids. Now in the world. My kids, it's his kids. But he ain't got no biological kids in this world. And you know what that man told me today while we were sitting at my chemo session? He said, what's sad is a female will lay down and mess up her life in 5 minutes. A female will lay down and mess up her life in the course of 3 minutes. However long it takes for this ninja to bust a nut, you will lay down and mess up your life in the course of a few minutes for temporary pleasure, for something that feel good in a moment. You will create a life sentence for yourself. Having a child is a life sentence. It may be rewarding at times, but it don't feel good all the time. You will mess up your life in the course of a few minutes, a few moments for pleasure. For a ninja to turn around and tell you he don't want no kids. For a ninja to turn around and tell you I'm not finna be a part of no child life because I didn't want no baby. But you did not wrap it up. And you did not make him wrap it up. You saying one thing out your mouth, but your actions is saying something different. Oh, you need to get an abortion because I don't want no baby. So because two adults' careless decision, a child who is innocent, who did not ask anybody to be here, cannot live a normal life. Even if they're born, they cannot live a normal life because a child was meant to be in a household with a mother and a father. There are things that a father can only teach your son. There are things that a father can only show his daughter that you can't show your daughter as a mama. It is things that a mother can do to show her daughter how to be an adult, how to be a woman, how to take care of things. It is things that a father needs to show his daughter because a mama can't show her daughter how a man is supposed to love her properly. That's why it takes mother and father, male and female, to create a child existence. You don't want no baby? Keep your penis to yourself. I ain't gonna say wrap it up, because that's not 100% guaranteed. If you do not want no children, abstinence is the only 100% guarantee that you will not be stuck with any responsibilities that you don't want. Because it don't be about the woman. A lot of people be like, oh, I just don't want to deal with the woman. Oh, I just don't want to deal with my baby daddy. It don't be about that. It be about you don't want that responsibility. Women get slighted because you laid down and you took them couple of seconds and you done had this baby and now you stuck with this life sentence and you feel like it ain't fair. And baby, believe me, trust me wholeheartedly, 100%. I understand. I get it. I got 2 of them. But life ain't fair. So you put your big girl panties on and you handle your business. For some. Because some women don't. Some women dump they churn off. He don't got to be bothered with him. I don't want to be bothered with him either. But it is not that child's fault. A child should not suffer at the expense of 2 irresponsible adults because you wanted to have a little pleasure in a couple of minutes. For a couple of moments. And now this child's life is doomed from existence because 2 stupid people walking around here, and I'm not talking about in this situation, I'm talking about in other situations because it keep coming around. Abortion is not a birth control. Keep your coochie to yourself. It is not a birth control. Because while you laughing and kicking and ha-ha, you got the girl dancing in front of the abortion clinic. You got E. Kane that stay getting pregnant and stay getting abortions every couple of months. You're messing up your body. You thinking that it's just cool for right now. But you don't know how you going to get that back, baby. And you're going to get that back. You out here committing murder. That's what you're doing. And you going to see that again. Because of your foolish carelessness. It's not funny. Like, it's nothing cool about that. Ain't nothing cool about being out here just taking life all willy-nilly and then sitting up laughing about you canceling your child's future. Because my baby daddy made me mad, so this is my get back. That's stupid. And man, you should be mindful about who you giving your children to. And I be having this conversation with my boyfriend too. Like, why these ninjas just be having babies here, there, and everywhere? Like, y'all just be rolling stones. And then be right here talking about Papa was a rolling stone. That ain't cool. Like, that ain't cute. As a man, you carry seed. And your seed is your legacy. Y'all just stupid. Y'all just be giving y'all babies to whoever, however, don't care. And then you don't even be caring about y'all kids. You don't care if they got somewhere to eat. You don't care if they got nowhere to sleep. You don't care if their well-being is intact or not. Y'all just be having babies with these females be out here crazy as a chastity bird. She mad at you, so now she doing stuff to you, baby. I watched a video back in 2015. Girl in Philadelphia got mad at her baby daddy because he decided, he told her one thing and he was out there cheating. She was trying to unalive both of her children. But she ended up unaliving her son because he was a baby. Smothered that child because the baby daddy didn't want to be with her. And then text him and said, I hate them. And if you don't want to be with me, then I don't want them. And this is what y'all be giving y'all kids to? This is who y'all be having children with? This is the type of women y'all be leaving y'all kids with? I could never. Let me tell you something about me. I could never wholeheartedly leave my children with my children daddies. Say what you want to say. And that's crazy. Like, that's stupid. My boyfriend, he be a little judgy. Because, he ain't got no kids or whatever. So he be like, these girls be out here talking about, oh, my baby daddy ain't this, my baby daddy ain't that. But that's who you laid down with. And I mean, it's true. It's true to a certain extent to give people some grace. Because, I had kids at 14 and 19. 14, 19. I was a kid. The first one, I was a baby. The second one, I was still a baby, but I hadn't walked into adulthood, so I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And so when you be something in a certain point in your life, and then obviously time goes by, you're taking care of these kids. You have to grow up because you're the one that's stuck with the responsibility. And the older you get, you see things for what it was or for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I done lost my train of thought, y'all. That chemo, I just took chemo today, and that chemo, then I done lost my train of thought. But anyways, nevertheless, I would not. I told him I would never send my baby daddy to go pick my baby up from school. You know what I'm saying? Baby daddy tatted up, got a mouthful of goals, got tattoos all in his face, tattoos all on his neck. Baby, I would never send you to go pick my child up from school. No shade. I'm just being honest. He's not a bad person. He's not. But I send you to go pick my baby up from school. These people gonna be like, this baby doing from the start. But when you young, you don't think like that. Even when I go pick my kids up from school, I remember I went to go withdraw my oldest son. He was in second grade, and I told her, I was like, I'm up here to withdraw my son from school, and she just looked at me. I said, oh wait, you don't think I'm his mama? I don't look old enough to be his mama. She said, no, you're not. No, I don't. I said, well, I am. Yeah. Sometimes it's not always about what it actually is. It's about the way that it appeared to be. And people start treating your children based off of what they think you are. So, baby, when it comes to my kids, baby, I'm pulling up. Pulling up school conferences and all, baby. I pull up by mine. Because what happened? I want you to know I care. I'm not even talking about on no rah-rah. I want you to know I care. I want you to know that my child has a stable home. I want you to know that my child's foundation is secure. You're not going to treat my baby like he no throwaway. My children. But I ain't had to pull up for my oldest son because my oldest son ain't on it. You know what I'm saying? He's a good kid. But my youngest son, it's him. It's him. But more of the story is, y'all, stop laying down, procreating, having these kids, and then trying to take a cop out. I don't care if you is a man. You laid down, you went half on the baby, you went 50% on that baby, and you need to do your 50% part. My mama always said, baby, it's 24 hours in a day. So if you're on child support, you paying her for her 12 hours, and you're paying for your 12 hours that she got. What your feelings ain't involved. You took your feelings out when you laid down and you had sex and you made that baby.